Hey everyone, it's Tokyo Joe here. I'm coming at you live from Tokyo, Midtown, Tokyo Town, land of Japan. Today, my friends, I'm going to review and talk about my thoughts of a particular Gajin by the name of Loco. And Loco is a gentleman by the name of BAYE McNeil. BAYE MCNEIL, Mr. BAYE McNeil. Interesting guy. He has a blog called Loco in Yokohama.com. Loco in Yokohama.com. Now, from his biography on the Google, he says, born and raised in New York, moved to Japan 8 years ago. I love movies, basketball, reading, and of course writing. Survived 9/11 in NY and 3/11 in Yokohama. Well, friend, Yokohama ain't nowhere near Fukushima. Just a geography lesson, okay? You survived 3/11 in Yokohama, you might as well be in fucking Timbuktu, friend. Yokohama had nothing, right? You're protected by the Boso Peninsula from the tsunami waves, friend. So I don't know how you mean you survived 3/11. We're all still surviving 3/11. I don't know what you mean by that, but anyway, maybe you can tell us here right down below or post your video response. Okay, so let's get on with the review. He has an interesting book coming out called Hi, my name is Loco and I am a racist. What a fascinating title. And on the front cover is a black gentleman sitting on a train somewhere in Tokyo, I guess, or Yokohama. And there are people, kind of, one person's got their child or girlfriend and pulling her away. Another guy's sitting kind of a couple seats away, turned away with his newspaper, kind of looking at the side of his eyes. Other people are trying to, it seems, get away from him. I don't know what that's supposed to be. But he has an interesting website, and he seems to think that people in Japan are picked on by the authorities. And interesting comments here. Why do Gaijin clash over the issue of racism in Japan? He has a post by the name of Why do Gaijin clash? I can't make this, up. I mean, I don't know why he's swearing so much on his blog. I mean, I would have thought that as a Gajin, he would have led by example and demonstrated some good Christian manners. I mean, hey, didn't your ma teach you any manners? But there he has it, you can't make, up. Do you feel you're being targeted and harassed in Japan? He has some interesting posts there. What I'd like to know from you, Mr. Loco, is what's the big deal you got with being harassed? How often does it happen to you in Japan that you are told by police officers to stop and show them your passport? How often? Because I'm curious, because, everyone has their own experiences. I'm a white man, you're a black man, etc. We're all different. None of us are yellow here, right? Maybe some of Tokyo Joe's listeners are yellow, but I ain't yellow, right? Doesn't matter how much Suntory Hibiki whiskey I drink, I still ain't yellow. What I'd like to know is, how often does it happen to you? Okay? How often does it happen? I'm curious about that. And I'm also curious about why you're in Yokohama. Because, friend, you may as well be in Timbuktu. Yokohama? Come on, man. Why don't you just live in the ass end of Saitama? You want to be in Japan, there's only one place to be, friend. And you know where that is. And that, my friend, is good old Tokyo Town. That's right, Tokyo Town, land of Japan. That's the address that's where you want to be, friend. Not out in the boondocks where the podunks live. So I don't know why you come to Japan just to live in Yokohama, and then you complain the people out there are making a big fuss about you not being yellow. I ain't understanding that. But I'll say something to you, friend. I'm sure there were plenty of black guys in Japan over the centuries. Right? I can tell you right now, I mean, I wasn't here, but after World War II, when we occupied basically the whole of the north of Japan, and the Australians were in the south, and Brits and I think some Canadian, I don't know, people were down the south, Australians mainly. There are plenty of black guys in Tokyo, and I'm sure during Korea there were even more, right? And during Vietnam as well. They had lots of black sailors and soldiers stationed around Tokyo Town and around Japan. So friend, I don't know what the big deal is there. I'd be interested in hearing from you, Mr. Loco. Tell us your story, and we'd all like to hear your voice. Okay, friends, take care. Please rate, subscribe, and comment below. What are your experiences of being a white man or a yellow man or a white man or a black man in the land of Japan? Do you have experiences like Mr. Loco? What do you think of Mr. Loco's website? What would you like to hear from Mr. Loco? Because he sure has an interesting website, don't you think? Yeah. What did you think of Mr. Loco's book? I Am a Racist, as he calls it. Very provocative, huh? Maybe it's just exactly the tonic that some of the people around here need. I'll tell you, I got plenty of white folks who get stopped by police all the time for being white. So I don't think it's a black thing necessarily, but hey, I could be wrong. What do you think? What happens if you're brown, do you think, or black or white? Who gets stopped the most and why? What happens if you're yellow but not Japanese? Do you think you get stopped? Okay, friends, please rate, subscribe, and comment below. You know I live for your comments. Might see you on the forum, www.tokyoforum.tk, www.tokyoforum.tk. Bye for now, friends. Look forward to your comments.